Hello everyone, I'm here to start a new project and I have no idea if this is going to work, but I'm trying something. So I want to make a Lapbook out of these two field guides. This is a Peterson insect guide and this is a field guide to butterflies. And what I want to do is I want to have a curved spine that attaches to the cover there on that side and the cover here on this side, so that it's a made up spine, and when you open it up, that's how the Lapbook will open. So what I've done is I had to think about this. I have two pieces of fabric. This is just light muslin in here. And this is a old piece of Tim Holtz, which I absolutely love and I hope I can find again because I'm down to bits. And look at those moths. I mean, it's just perfect. And then in between, I have a piece of just this craft card that I've cut to size, and I scored every 1/4 of an inch or so that it would curve, and I glued it and sewed it to the fabrics. And then I also sewed along the line here on the edge because these two fabrics are going to get glued down to the covers of the books. So this one is already coming apart. So let me finish taking the guts out of this one. I have let's see, I have a really nice new box cutter. That's that set. And this one had, look at this. It had the cover on it, and it came with a library pocket, and it came with this cool library jacket with all this yummy ancient tape. So I'm saving all of that in hopes to use in the books. Okay, so this one I've got to be a little careful with here. I'm just going to pull this away. Oh, it's coming apart. Oh, that's lovely. I love when that happens. When it just comes apart of its own accord. And I can just put my knife in very shallowly to encourage it the rest of the way. There. Oh, that was lovely. Thank you so much. And now from here, when I pull it away this way, I can really see where to cut so that I don't injure the cover at all. I say that, and then watch. There we go. Okay, and there's the other book block. So now I have two book blocks, and I'm just going to trim up some of the edges here. I will put all these together in a butterfly insect Lapbook playlist so that you can follow the progress of this. Right now I'm just trying to figure out the cover, and I thought I would be brave and come on and do a video even though I have no idea if this is going to work. I wish I had a machine that would sew through the cardboard and the fabric together, but I don't think my machine is actually heavy duty enough to sew through the this book board. Because if I could, and I also decided that this was the more interesting cover because this is actually going to wind up being the front. So I thought that was a little more interesting cover because it has the little damselfly there rather than this being the cover, although it does have the yummy tape. I just like that this has the little insect. So they're gonna go like this, which means they're gonna open up like this, which means this has to get glued here and here. See what I mean? It'd be so nice if I could sew down here, but I don't I don't think my sewing machine can do that. I was thinking I could poke holes in here and then do some manual sewing, which might be interesting. Okay, so let me get some Fabri-Tac and glue down this fabric. Sorry, I should have done this, filled it up. That's okay. I can smell it. And I think I will wind up covering these pages. I mean, they're fabulous. I love that they have all this information printed on them. But the other side doesn't, and I think I'll probably just wind up covering them up. So it's about 1 inch of coverage that I need to have on each side. So I'm going to go right up to the edge and use my mat as a little bit of a guide to see where 1 inch is. Then I will take this and also put it in at 1 inch. I want to kind of split the difference there. See how that, I want it to look straight though too. For thread in my top spool, I have green, and in my bobbin I have this nice blue because there's a green and a blue cover on these. Okay, so there's one side. Let's see if we can make that work for this next side. Oh, I forgot my dog's outside. We'll have to wait till I'm done. They're fine. It's a fenced-in yard. It is such a gorgeous day here. It was sunny and warm, and I worked outside a little bit. I put in I have a very small pond, and it's not really, it's more like a stock tank with water plants and some goldfish in it, but it's my best approximation of a pond, and it needed a new pump for the circulation. So I put the pump in, and it was just lovely. And then earlier in the day, we went to, my son had a sailing regatta, and he goes to school quite a ways away, but the regatta was right next door. So, well, not like next door, but the next town over or so. So we went and we saw him race, and it was just a glorious, warm spring day. Oh, so nice. All right, let's see, how does this one look? I want to line it up with the sewing so the sewing looks about even. Okay, so it is as simple as that, and I think that's going to work. I do. I think this is going to work. Well, that's exciting because, you know, one of the problems with Lapbooks is that I think we're always underestimating the amount of space we need, and so they wind up kind of being like that, kind of alligator mouthy. But I think with this curved, kind of loose spine, soft spine, that's what I should call it, a soft spine. This is a soft spine Lapbook. Soft spine field guide Lapbook. And then I will wind up covering these up and covering the spine up. Oh, maybe I should do that now. Maybe I'm gonna put some muslin to reinforce each of these spines. So where was that muslin? I just rummaged through all my fabric scraps. Here we go. And I think I'll wind up putting some cardstock in here. So it's okay if it's not a pretty fabric, but I do want to reinforce that spine, the hinge of the spine. So let's see. I think what I've got a 3-inch strip will do for that. And then I think it was like a little bit less than, yeah, 7.5 inches, but I'm just going to do this by eye. And I'm going to let it, the little frayed bits hang out the top and the bottom, because I'm going to have frayed bits hanging out the top and the bottom there as well. Okay, so where did my Fabri-Tac go? Here it is. So I'm just going to, those are pretty good. I'm going to glue this bit down and glue this bit down. I experimented to see if I could pull the end pages off, but I was just going to make a terrible mess if I did that, so I decided not to. And I'm just going to reinforce this. And then over the edge. As well. Get everything glued down really well. And then just put the muslin over the top. And again, it doesn't matter too much if it's perfectly symmetric, because I intend to cover these probably with papers. So this is just purely mechanical reinforcement. Of the spine and the hinge. Because this also, these books get pretty heavy, pretty full and pretty heavy, and they get toted around, because these field guides are tremendously they're like the perfect size for throwing in your purse or throwing in your carry-on or someplace, backpack if you're going to go for a hike. I suppose it's a little bit heavy for a hike, but if you're going down on vacation and you want to bring a sketchbook or a notebook or a journal, these field guides are really a perfect size, because of course that's what they were originally designed for, wasn't it? To throw in your backpack. So as you're out and about, either collecting or doing research or just enjoying nature, that you can identify and see what the things are that you're looking at. Okay, so there's another spine reinforced. These strands are annoying me. Oh, okay, I'm losing patience, I think. Or they're losing patience, I should say. I'm losing their patience. The dogs are out back, and I can hear them barking and saying, hey, let us in. Let us in. Trim that back a smidge more. And as I say, they're fine. The yard is fenced in. It is sunny and warm and wonderful. They're just spoiled. They're used to me coming at their beck and call. Okay, so let me get another piece. In fact, you don't need to watch me do this. It's going to be the exact same thing on the other one. And I will make another video soon with the next steps. So thanks for checking me out. If you could, click like and please consider subscribing, because I'm really trying to hit that 1,000 mark. That is my current goal. Okay, thanks so much. Bye-bye. Stay safe.